up, Crypto Warriors? It's Ultra Crypto back at it again. It's Monday, the 29th of March, 2021. As you can see, Bitcoin is in a recovery and the whole market is following as well. Bitcoin is up 4.5% over the past 24 hours, above that 58K mark, 1700, above the 1700 mark for Ethereum. Binance Coin is back in number 3 spot at $273. And we have Cardano, again, recovering a little bit, pretty much trading sideways. So is Polkadot. You know, everything's in the green. Everything is just in the green. If there's a down coin today, it's pretty much trading sideways because it was up over the week. All right, so we're looking good. We're looking good. Remember, this market has its fluctuations. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Last week was just one of those down periods where either people are taking profits or whales trying to manipulate the market, or just a large FUD campaign to FUD the market to scare people out of the market. This way, the people in the know will continue to stack as much sats or Bitcoin, because they're stacking not sats like us, right? We're regular folks. We'll only be able to stack sats. They're stacking as much Bitcoin as possible, or other projects as much of it as possible as they can, right? While they try to scare us out of the market. All right, let's get into it. The big story today coming from Visa. All right, this is from Forbes. Visa will start settling transactions with crypto partners in USDC on Ethereum. This is big news. I'm surprised the price of Ethereum isn't like skyrocketing above $200, above $2,000, like on the way to $3,000. It blows my mind when we have great news about a project doing as being used, like actually being used, and the price doesn't like reflect. Okay, so yeah, Visa is going to be piloting transaction settlement in stablecoin on the Ethereum blockchain. All right, so this marks the launch of a pilot which would allow Crypto.com to settle a portion of its obligations for the Crypto.com Visa card program in USDC. On the back end, Anchorage, the first federally chartered digital asset bank and Visa's digital currency settlement partner, acted as a custodian, with funds being sent from Crypto.com to Visa's Ethereum address at the bank. So they're actually using an Ethereum address at Anchorage Bank to settle these transactions. So when you're using your your Crypto.com Visa card, all right, to make a purchase in USDC, all the back-end stuff, all right, it's getting settled right there for the vendor right away, instantly. But the back-end stuff is being handled by Crypto.com, Anchorage, and that Ethereum address at Anchorage Bank, that's Visa's. And this is great news. This is showing you that they're able to, you know, with all the noise about Ethereum being slow, Bitcoin being slow, you know, this other blockchain is going to be 10 million times faster. It doesn't matter, because these people are going to be able to figure out ways to actually use the blockchain and make their settlements, all right, and make it count. So we're actually seeing the adoption of cryptocurrencies right before our eyes right here, all right? And this is maybe why we see, let's see where Crypto.com is right now. Crypto.com. All right, got about a 10% pump over the past 24 hours. It with news like this, it should be pumping way more than, you know, 9.6%. It should be a 20-30% pump. But this is crypto, as you know, and it really doesn't care about any good news. All right, but yeah, the existing settlement process requires Visa's business partners to settle transactions in fiat currency that the company accepts, meaning part of a partner's crypto treasury reserves would have to be converted at an additional cost of a conversion rate. With the upgrade, Visa's partners will soon be able to settle their obligations with the company directly in USDC. So they're going to be cutting out that extra step and just settling it with USDC. So now we're seeing that Visa is validating USDC is what this means. They're like, all right, well, it's back 1-to-1 to the US dollar. This is real US dollars. It's just in a digital form as USDC. We will accept that, and this is our Ethereum address at Anchorage Bank, and you send your USDC there, and we'll settle it once, you know, the blockchain settles and blah blah blah, right? So they are validating USDC right now right before our eyes. The credit card giant is already partnering with 35 digital currency platforms, including Coinbase, Crypto.com, BlockFi, and Bitpanda, which collectively have more than 50 million active users. So that's, you know, all these people want to use their cryptos. People are crypto rich. People are crypto wealthy. That's been in this space for since 2010, since 2009. That have a ton of Bitcoin, right? Tons of Ethereum. They are friggin' crypto rich. They want to spend their money, but they don't want to convert it back to US dollars or convert it back to fiat. They want to stay all crypto all the time. And they want to spend that crypto. So why not allow them to? Crypto.com have the vehicle. They have that Crypto.com card where you're able to actually stake on the Crypto.com card and earn an interest. And then why not spend that interest if you have a lot of crypto to spend? You know what I mean? Like, they're not spending their actual investment. They're probably only spending the interest that they're earning, and they want to spend it. Allow them to. Congratulations to Visa. Congratulations to Crypto.com, and you know, taking this giant step forward. Next, we have Fidelity partners with Silvergate to offer Bitcoin collateralized loans. We're starting to see, again, people are crypto rich. People have a lot of Bitcoin. People have a lot of Ethereum. They want to be able to use it some way, somehow. They want to get loans borrowed against. They want to get loans against their cryptocurrencies. Use their cryptos as collateral. This is what's happening right here, right now. All right. Now we're starting to see Fidelity jump into that space. Silvergate Bank is a bank that I have actually interacted with when I send money to Gemini. When I send fiat money from my bank account to Gemini, it has to go to their Silvergate Bank account. And so Silvergate has been in this space for many, many years. They were the first bank in the US to actually start doing business with a crypto company. All right, so they took that chance, and it's paying dividends for them right now. And we're seeing them partner up with Fidelity Digital Assets, which is a subsidiary of the Boston headquartered mutual fund behemoth, because Fidelity themselves, the actual Fidelity investments, they have over $7 trillion assets under management. They are a big investment firm and a big fund. So, and Fidelity has been in the crypto space since 2014. They've been mining Bitcoins in their offices since 2014. So they you know, were experimenting in the space since 2014. People, think about that. All right, they have Ethereum miners once Ethereum launched back in like 2015. So this isn't something new to them. All right, they're not rookies in this space. They've been here and they've been doing it. They've just been quiet about it, but they've been doing it. All right. So congratulations to Silvergate Bank. Congratulations to Fidelity to starting to facilitate people that are crypto rich, that have a lot of Bitcoin, that have a lot of Ethereum, that have just a lot of crypto, and they're friggin' rich, and they want to be able to get real world things, you know, and use their cryptos as loans and as collateral. Next, this is near and dear to me because I am a Jamaican. I was born on the island, yes, and I was raised in Brooklyn, but I was born in Jamaica. You know what I mean? So we're starting to see everybody have a central bank digital currency. If you hear any yelling, that's my son. They're doing something in class. If you hear the yelling in the background. But yeah, Jamaica's central bank taps Irish tech outfit for a CBDC project. So we're seeing all these different countries around the world starting to accept the fact that they have to go digital somehow. Well, and they're going to be launching some kind of CBDC, some kind of central bank digital currency. To me, everything will lead back to Bitcoin, because any central bank digital currency is just more of the same. This is the true rat poison squared. Remember when Warren Buffett said that Bitcoin was rat poison squared? No, fiat currency is rat poison, and a CBDC is rat poison squared. Okay, so we're starting to see that these central bank digital currencies is just more fiat, but in a digital form. It's not going to be any different. It's still going to be overinflated, and they're going to be able to control their citizens more when they have these digital wallets. When they have these digital wallets and they're able to tell them, hey, if you don't spend this money by the end of the week, all right, because they're going to be killing they're going to be killing savers. So like here in the United States, when they have the $1,400 check going out to their citizens, right? That all of those that qualified, right? If you try to save it, they could actually go into your wallet and be like, hey, you have till the end of the week to spend this money, and if you don't, you lose it. So it's a form of control. It's a form of way for them to prop up their fiat fraud. Okay, so again, congratulations to my little island nation trying to get into the space, and they're going to be sandboxing it, testing it out from May until December, and they're going to see how it works. It's not that they're going to see how it works. They already have this plan, right? A lot of countries already started it. We saw here in the Caribbean, they have the Bahamas that started their CBDCs last year. A lot of Asian countries started their own CBDC not pilot program, but their own CBDC program. They're starting out in these smaller countries first, and then they're going to implement it worldwide to all these bigger countries after a while. All right, we see it in China. We see it being implemented in Europe. And even here in the United States, they're starting to talk about it more. Okay, so they're getting the public ready ready to accept this term, ready to accept these CBDCs. All right, so yeah, congratulations to them. But we'll see that eventually they'll all come back to Bitcoin, because guess what? You can't fuck with Bitcoin. You can't manipulate Bitcoin. You can't change Bitcoin. You can't control people with Bitcoin. All right, so eventually they'll all turn around and start using Bitcoin in the end. And that's just my opinion. Do your own research, of course. Next, this is the biggest form of FOMO I've ever heard of, and like coin vanity that I've ever read about ever. Okay, so here it is. This is coming from Cointelegraph. Norwegian billionaire ditches skepticism, invests in local crypto exchange. So this person, Oystein Stray Spetalin, I totally butchered that name. I can't pronounce that. All right. So he came out just a few weeks ago and said that Bitcoin is a nonsense currency, revealing that now he's joined the board of Norway's top domestic crypto exchange. All right, so here it is. This is what he stated on March 18th. Today is March 29th. This is what he stated on March 18th, so less than 10 days ago. Bitcoin today consumes as much energy as all of Norway. It is extremely environmentally hostile. The authorities and the EU should ban it immediately. Then you'd cut CO2 emissions considerably. It's just nonsense. We're doing well with the payment systems that are in place today. This is coming from a billionaire that has benefited from the fiat system. This is why he said, yeah, we're doing well with the system we have today, because he's benefiting from it. He's eating from the current system, so he doesn't know what it's like to, or doesn't, even if he built his wealth on his own, right? And I'm throwing up your quotes here, right? Even if he built it on his own, he's far removed from being poor, right? Even if he was poor growing up, he's so far removed from being poor that he forgets what it's like, all right? That he's saying that the current system is okay, is doing just fine, that the system we have in place today is doing fine, because he's benefiting from that system. The people on the bottom are not benefiting from that system. But I'll read on. All right. So yet by March, this is March 18th. Yet by March 26th, in an interview with Norwegian newspaper, I'm not going to say that, Spetalin had changed his tune. So again, in under 10 days, he changed his tune. When the facts change, I change, he said. I met with Mariex founders Thuk and Oyvind the day after the podcast was recorded early in March, and I realized that I had been wrong. They made him an offer that he couldn't refuse. Is basically what happened right there. Like I said, people with their crypto have a lot of Bitcoin. They are crypto rich. All right. People with a lot of Bitcoin are crypto rich, and they could have a lot of influence now. Okay. So they put him on the board, and they made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Steplen also apparently now bought Bitcoin. So not only is he on the board and of this crypto exchange, but he's also bought Bitcoin. He's also, has some skin in the game, as they like to say. Although in a lesser quantity than fellow Norwegian billionaire Kjell Inge Roke has. Disclosing his unspecified investment in the top cryptocurrency, Steplen said, "When I also read that Kjell Inge Roke, that's the other billionaire, had got into Bitcoin, it was quite obvious. I couldn't bear to see that Roke makes money and not me." Listen to this greedy fuck. That's what he is, right? He already has billions of dollars. But because his billionaire peer, right, they're competing. He's like petty, like Michael Jordan. Okay? So he's stating that this other billionaire is in Bitcoin. I can't see him make money, and I don't make money too. That's exactly what he's saying. Like, he's making money, I got to make some of that money too. All right, and this is the sort of FOMO that's going to start to happen. Now, if he FOMO this much in less than 10 days, imagine what's happening at that scale, and we're just not hearing about it. All right, one rich friend is telling another rich friend, well, there's only 21 million. I have 100. How much do you have? Right? And then they start buying it up, trying to compete with each other to own as much as this digital asset as they can, because they know that it's mathematically rare. It is finite, and they can't have it. So what are you waiting on? I say all this to point out, what are you waiting on? Why aren't you stacking as much sats as possible? If you have the ability to stack as much Bitcoin as possible, why aren't you stacking as much Bitcoin as possible? Right? Exit this fiat system. It's corrupt. It's making fat cats like this get fatter and richer. And now they're jumping into our space. We have to be able to be the ones that block them and stop them from getting even richer. Okay? We are the ones that are supposed to be getting rich right now. So again, let's just talk about this story, man, in the comment section below. Smash the like, hit that subscribe button. And like, this is FOMO like I've never seen or heard of before. Like, this is crazy. So if this story is out, imagine the tens or hundreds of stories that we don't hear about or get to read about because they're either super private, or we just don't get the opportunity to hear about them. All right. So yeah, thanks for watching. It's Talk to Crypto. Smash that like, and I'm out. Peace.